The words you hear are from streams of consciousness arising from historical happenings in Norway, when an entire village was destroyed just after World War II. Survivors of the war were killed at home from natural disaster. Spoiler: the waterfall you will hear and see is the force of which the rocks came down and destroyed the entire village and school. A grandmother and 2 grandchildren running after the goats on the cliffs were the only survivors.
The rocks have escaped the mountain tops and have eaten up the village, eaten up the clouds.
I see from the windows all the men and boys who lied about their age leaving. My son snoring softly in the bed beside yours. His snore reminds me of the sea, the ocean waves. Sea salt air, taste it on the lamb you feast on. Last supper, kiss me goodbye, kiss me away.
The ocean waves, sea salt air, taste it on the lamb you feast on. Last supper, kiss me goodbye, kiss me awake.
Cheeks blue.
The rocks have escaped the mountain tops and have eaten up the village, eaten up the clouds. Cloud pouring out the smothered dreams of school children playing tag in the playground. The rocks have spat out only 3. A grandmother and her 2 grandchildren, too busy distracted by the goats and their kids.
My dreams behind me.
Our house on a hill, our house on a hillside and the clouds.
I see from the windows all the men
and
and boys.
Outside my voice feels someplace else. I feel
son
so
shall
ill.
be
Outside my hands are clapping.
Leaving behind families and friends and lovers, lovers still. In the villages on the hillside I see my home still, quiet, basking in all of this light.
Some flowers.
Ground
We were on the
shaking,
cliff when it happened.
ground shaking.
shaking. Another day.
All the bodies could have been hanging from the tree branches. Branched tree.
Climbing trees.
Climbing trees.
They came back.
Men come back. They come back from the war to end all wars. And their town is gone. No home. The trees are broken and so are their brains.
Me of the seashore, the ocean waves, sea salt air, and beneath them I'm lying, feeling so ill. Outside my hands are clapping. I lie in the forest.
The forest behind
me.
The forest is where I lie my head. And beside me my son.
The forest is
And
where I lie
behind
my
me
head.
the sun rising, pouring the light all over his father's face. He's home. He's home.
And behind me the sun rising, pouring the light all over his father's face. Because he's home. He's home. Stories about how Norwegian men treated young women survivors who were forced by Nazi officers to reproduce with them, ordered by Himmler, prompted me to make this piece, filmed on site. These young Norwegian women were deprived of their civil rights, detained or expelled to Germany with their children. It was only recently, 18th of October 2018, that Norway's PM, Erna Solberg, issued an official government apology at the 70th anniversary of the UN's Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The footage for this film, filmed on my phone, filmed in memory of these women, was filmed in August 2018.
The forest is where she lays her tiredness down beside me. The floor of joy is marked with the beads of sweat that roll down her chest between her breasts. Her heart beats and is awake to a journey.
And I was upstairs when the door opened. And outside the windows there were these trees. You know, their branches were really thick with snow. And I'm thinking back to the walk when the pin was still lodged deep, keeping me. And I was upstairs when the door opened. And I was still upstairs, and outside the windows there were these trees. You know, their branches were really thick with snow. And I'm thinking back to the walk, and I'm thinking back to the still lodged deep, keeping my heart together. It was still lodged deep, keeping my heart together. Upstairs when the door opened, now in the dark, I pick up my feet to walk on in the forest, and I was still upstairs. Do you remember you were about to tell me things but you'd forgotten? I'm still upstairs and they're downstairs, and I know that they've taken your life, and then that they're going still lodged deep, keeping my heart together. And in the dark I can see the branches outside, covered in snow. And they've left the books out. Upstairs when the door opened, now in the dark, I pick up my feet to walk on in the forest. Do we remember how we met? Do you remember you were about to tell me things but you've forgotten? Both of us in the dark. I'm still upstairs and they're downstairs, and I know that they've taken your life and let the books out. And in the dark I can see the branches outside, covered in snow. And they've left the books out. Remember how we met? Both of us in the dark, and I'm resisting to feel anything. Both of us in the dark, feeling only the wall behind me and you against it. Feeling your heart beating hard against my heart. And as I walk on with my feet plunging into the earth, and both of us see each other clearly in the dark. My rosy cheeks are far, far ahead. My rosy cheeks are far, far from you. Trees and their branches thick with snow. And I'm noticing the branches outside the window now. The branches thick with snow. And I was upstairs when the door opened, and I'm resisting to feel anything. They've taken your life, and they let the books out, feeling only the wall behind me and you against it. And now in the dark, forgotten. My rosy cheeks are far, far ahead. My rosy cheeks are far, far from you. And I'm noticing the branches outside the window now. The branches thick with snow. And I was upstairs when the door opened. They're taking your life, and they let the books go. And now in the dark, I pick up my feet to walk on the forest. You were about to tell me.
One of my dreams. The darkest sky, where all the women wonder why, where the men creep quietly, lie still in open graves, fenced off worlds, and the lit up sky covered in stars. In the starry night, women cry.
Old age, it centers us. Falls out from underneath us, old age, it centers us. Walk over rocks and sea in the darkest night, where we lay all of our dreams. In the darkest sky, where all the women wonder why. In the lit up sky covered in stars. In the starry night, women cry.